All right. All right, so we're gonna have to look at this guy's PCV valve. Obviously not closing anymore. It's letting oil to shoot through it, which sucks. I got a tool for removing these, just gotta find it. I'll never be able to do that again. Find a 10mm first try. But we gotta get all these off. And you know what? $14 out of $10. Oh, no way. We'll need to remove that. There's this. All right, this wiring harness is free. Oh, gotta find that tool. Like I said, I have a tool that just pops those right out. Found it. Okay, that's free, that's free. Essentially, you're just taking off anything that's on top of this intake manifold. Yeah, everything else is, like I said, pretty free. You just gotta get enough slack on everything to separate it so you can just lift this whole top off. It's held in by 6 bolts, and I'll get to those when I'm done removing everything. Alright, so the wire connections are pretty stuck on for this purge valve solenoid, so I'm just going to take the 10mm bolt off. And remove it that way. Okay. I'm gonna shimmy this off right here too. Maybe. Ah, there we go. Well, you know what? I'll just remove this too. You don't need to remove it, but I don't think I'm gonna get those wires up and over that. So. Oh, one more right back here. Oh wow, yeah, they don't give you slack on anything over here, do they? Nope. Okay, that was a waste. Yeah, there's no other bolts either. Okay. Well, before we lose anything, put that back. Alright, it's taking a 13mm. Once you get all this stuff kind of pushed off to the side, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to shimmy it up and do what I can to try to angle and pull it out. Because there is no slack in any of these wires, and short of watching any other video that I watched, these had all the slack. They just set them on over to the side, and yeah, it's not the case on this one. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 13mm bolts up top that you remove. All right. All right, there's the top ones. Now they said there's one off to the side we gotta find. Okay, so this is held on by that. Okay, great. Bingo, found it. It's right there. Hope the camera picks it up, but that's the other 13mm. Oh, that's a little short guy, so there you go. Now you know which one goes off to that side. All right. Now, like I said, see, that's why I like filming like this, because it's not like, there's no, okay, I cut, don't get me wrong, but there's no cutting out most of this. This is real, like I said, those other videos on YouTube that I watch, they just move this wires off to the side and lifted it up. Yeah, this one's not working that way. Keep in mind when you do this job, since you have it off, you might just want to replace the intake manifold gasket too while you have all of this off. You see how that one looks, but yeah, this is it. I'll get this all cleaned up, set this off to the side, and move on. All right, so we're gonna need like a towel so nothing, no debris or anything falls down into those. So we're gonna get our 10mm back. I'm gonna have to switch this back, and we'll take the extension too. Make life a little easier for us. And I won't show you how to do every one of these because that's just gonna be a waste of video. But because once you do one, they're all. Now, there we go. I'll do one in the front, one in the back for you, because again, they're all three gonna be the same on front and back, so. Now, when you pull these out, wow, okay, no, they're not gonna give me enough space. So, we're gonna pull that wire connector off. When you pull these out, what we're gonna look for is oil anywhere. Oil or any proof that these things were arcing. Now, these look really, first one looks really good. Everything looks good in there. Anyways, the point of that is, you see oil in that, now you know your valve cover gasket, which since you have a 6-cylinder, you'll have two of those. Those are also really easy to replace. But as you can see down in there, there's a bunch of oil. If you can see down in there. So anyways, there's a bunch of oil in there. So that shows that the valve cover gasket is in fact, well, blown out on this one. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this one out, and then we'll go from there. Like I said, it's turning into an ugly job already. We might as well replace that while we got this all off. So this is what, when you look at, this is what you call a bad situation for them. It's a oily mess in there. Shove something down in there, try to get as much as we can up and around. But anyways, yeah, you just take a spark plug socket, get in there. You don't need a shallow socket or anything like that. These are pretty thick walks, but sometimes you do have to. Some vehicles, obviously not this one, but you have to buy one of these thin wall ones, just half the size. I noticed a lot of Mopar stuff or Jeep or Dodge, those require thin walls. So anyways, you just take out this old spark plug, put the new one in, and like I said, I'll show you one in the back, and that'll pretty sum up this job. Okay, so for the rear, same concept. These are pretty easy to take out. You can do them by hand. Yeah, I'm gonna have to contact the customer after this and let them know what to do further. I mean, I'll replace the spark plugs right now. I mean, that's not gonna affect anything. And since they don't give you any slack, like I said, you're gonna pinch the top, pull out the wire connector. And then pull this out. Again, you wanna, got a cylinder 3 misfire. I'll have to look up to see which one's cylinder 3. I'll post that link in the description when I find it. But like the other one, this one looks great. Now, let's see. Using your spark plug socket, and if you notice, I have a duct tape on mine. That's because sometimes when they start getting stuck, I like to put duct tape around this part so that it doesn't come off. But yeah, there we go. We just slide that down in there like this. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. Need a better angle. Hold on here. There we go. Got it. Moment of truth. Let's see what this bad boy looks like. Okay, so we'll do this. Now, pull this up and out of here. Hopefully this one's not covered in oil. Or not. There we go. And it's also covered in oil. So, you got 2 valve cover gaskets that are blown out, leaking, whatever you want to call it. Well, for this job, we're going to replace this. This right here is actually your intake manifold. I'll also leave a link of that in the description, where to find it, what spark plugs we used. But it's essentially, that's how you change the spark plugs on this car. It's very, very easy, just a lot to remember where to put stuff back at. All right, anyways, like I said, this is also, there's a lot of issues. There'll probably be some more videos coming soon, depending on what they want to do. We're gonna have to, like I said, we'll get this off and place the valve cover gasket. So yeah, that's it for this job. Thanks for watching. I'm not gonna put it all back together because, like I said, it's set it back in. You see how it's done.